Hey, what's up, guys? I was gonna try and cheat and see if I could do a live stream while I drive, and then I don't have to run it through my editing program and stuff. But apparently, you can only live stream if you have 1,000 subscribers. It's an interesting thing to have, but nonetheless, that's the requirement. Or I'm just too dumb to know what I'm doing. Both are possible. So I started doing more of the ad education, and I got as far as I could on my mobile device. The chapter I guess I got to says that I have to use a computer and make a demo account ad thing. So anyway, I finished my book and I was very tempted to start a new one, but I know I needed to focus on getting these ads down, or at least learning this ad stuff down. Talked with my dad for a little bit, and that was fun, and watched a little bit of the Ohio State Clemson game. And then once I ran out of progress for my Google Ads, I went on the YouTubes. I like watching Mark Rober stuff and Smart Every Day and Stuff Made Here. Colin Frews, I think is how his name is. Also puts out really good content. And that took up the rest of my evening pretty much. I'm pretty excited. I feel like I'm getting further along in the ad process, and it won't be very long before I'm comfortable enough to make my own ad and get an affiliate link out there. Very curious as to how to make a YouTube ad. That's the next one I'm going to learn once I finish the Google search ads. Both of them seem very valuable and popular in their own regard. I'm hoping that maybe I can advertise on Fiverr once I get it down and help out people like me that maybe don't have time but are trying to do affiliate marketing or something, or companies, regular companies that are trying to do ads. I'm sure they'll pay for the higher guys that have a more reputation, have been doing it for longer, or it's part of the process. I feel like it's the credit. I feel like it's the credit game all over again. I have to, in order to get clients, I have to have experience. In order to get experience, I have to have clients. So I can either lie, which is not my forte, or hopefully find people that are willing to take a shot with me. It's a very rainy night for the beginning of my shift, which is never fun. And you have to spend the rest of the time trying to get dry once it stops raining. I'm very curious as to how the taxes are going to go this year. I've lost a lot of money in the stock market, so I don't think I have to pay taxes on that. Blessing and a curse. I know affiliate marketing and anything else that I'm going to hopefully do this year is going to be 1099 based, so I'm going to have to learn that part of it. Some people say you can go through and figure it out pretty easily, or just set aside half of whatever you make and then you get a nice little self refund basically, because there's no wouldn't say there's no way that it's half of what you made, but it's just a oversimplistic view of doing things. I cannot stop yawning. It's the last day my mother's in town. She gets to the airport tomorrow. But hopefully we'll be on the right path to helping get her house listed and for sale, and then we can get her moved up here, have access to her more. And the kids got along with her really well, and not that I thought there would be a problem, but it's always nice to make sure. My dog took a little bit to warm up to her, which is weird, but she's very skittish anyway, so I guess that's par for the course. And once I get these ad things worked out, I think what I'm going to switch to is the unclaimed property. I'm also going to work on making children's books on Kindle, hopefully with the help of my girl. If anything takes off where I actually make a decent amount of money, I'll probably look into incorporating myself or something like that, so that way I can take advantage of the tax benefits of doing that and paying my kids a certain amount and having that go into a IRA or something, so that way they're generating money by the time they're 18. Hopefully they'll have a pretty penny, and I don't think I'd still be silly enough to give my kids money at 18. I didn't know what I was doing at 18. Half the time I don't think I know what I'm doing at 32, so I felt like 25 was a good age. I still didn't have everything figured out, but I was definitely not just party mode buying all the stuff, and my guilty pleasure is cars, or was cars, and so if I had money I would have bought more cars or bought parts for cars or who knows what. So probably best that I give them some time to grow and mature and work an honest day, pay, and all that jazz. I don't know what it's like to be from money. I don't know if everybody that comes from money is stubborn or snobbish or whatever, but I wouldn't want that for my kids. I want them to be humble, hardworking people, even if they have money. If I make it to where they have money and they don't have to work, I hope that they do work and contribute and in their own way, whatever it is, whether they're artists or painters or lawyers or doctors or nurses or mechanics or whatever it is that they do, whatever their passion is, I hope that they contribute and live a productive life. I hope they're happy. That's been my biggest fear, is something to happen to me, and it won't matter at that point because I'll be gone, but hopefully that they will live a happy life. You always want better for your kids, at least that seems to be the common theme anyway. You want better for your kids than you had for yourself. I don't want them to be soft. I want them to be well-rounded and be able to handle the blows that come with this world, because this world's not easy. But if I can give them a leg up, if I can help get them better prepared, absolutely. There's an interesting quote. I don't know who said it. It was on a Bruce Lee picture, but I doubt it was something that he said. Anyway, so don't pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a hard one. And that's really what I would like. I don't want them to suffer, like I said, or anything, but I want them to be able to endure, because there's just so many curveballs. So much that can happen, I mean, such a turmoil time happened for 2016 to 2020, and who knows what's going to go further in the future. I'm optimistic. I think that we'll pull through okay, but there are plenty of people out there that think that we're going to be sold to China or have a big military standoff with Russia or something crazy like that. Obviously, I hope none of that happens. I very much like being in the home of the free, land of the brave, home of the brave, land of the free, whatever the expression is. And I'm not for getting rid of our guns. I'm not for getting rid of a lot of the things that the far extremes on either side are trying to promote. I'm probably central left, if anything, but you know, I want better regulation, not necessarily more regulation. I want a better political system than what we currently have, because it's not really working anymore. I mean, there's a lot of good that happens, but there's a lot of bad that happens, and I guess that's always been that way, so people just let it be. But this last stimulus bill should have been a real eye-opener for the population, but who knows? They'll probably still keep Mitch McConnell or Nancy Pelosi in place, and I don't necessarily hate Pelosi. I don't know enough about what she's done to speak about her, but the fact that it felt like McConnell was always the one stopping better stimulus relief. You know, it's our money, the way I feel about it anyway. It's our money that we're paying the government to function, and if we, the people, need our money back in this time of crisis, I don't understand why they can't give us our money back. I don't think that it's unrealistic. I mean, you know, they still get paid either way. If they pass a bill, they don't pass a bill, they get paid. And they're voted in. So we've done this to ourselves, realistically. I mean, not everybody voted for them, I'm sure. I'm just saying, in a grand scheme of things, we've done this to ourselves. People are elected in office, and this is the result. You know, we need better term limits on a lot of these things, and you know, the right to bear arms was to help keep our government honest, and they want to disarm us so that we can't throw them out. I don't think that we should be storming the palace, basically, but I think that the threat should be there. They should understand that this is an elected position that we, the people, put them in. And if they don't want to leave willingly for failure to serve, then we have the right to forcibly remove them. I don't think that it should come to shooting somebody or anything crazy like that. We give them the power, and now they've taken that power and ran with it so far past what it was ever intended to be. And I don't know how we can dig ourselves out of this hole except to elect the right people in that will hopefully unravel this tangled web that we've put ourselves in. Try and do things better the right way instead of for greed and money, and actually look at what's better for the planet and what's better for the people. Among other things, better for businesses, sure, but to what extent? You know, I'm trying to start my own business. I don't want to be regulated and have to pay all these fees and fines and everything else. But I also want to make sure that what I'm doing isn't going to be harmful. I don't want to be taken advantage of, and I don't want to take advantage of people. I don't want to limit my competition, because that's what drives innovation. That's what capitalism's about. So a lot of mixed feelings packed in here. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you joining me on this ride. If you liked the video, click the like button. If you want to catch more of my crazy random thoughts, subscribe, and you'll get the latest videos when I put them up. Have a good day.